go first. Sam, come on.
Hi. How do you analyse your team's performance and good run that you're on?
I liked the performance a lot. Big parts of it, first half, I think we were exceptional. Yes, controlled the game from the beginning pretty much, made one mistake and bam, 1-0 down. Great goal, I have to say. What a screamer. But stayed calm, kept playing, scored our screamer as well, and controlled the game. I'm not 100% sure, but it felt like around 80% possession, really, and it's difficult. We all know, I think the crowd was waiting for a lot of challenges, and we played around that. And second half, I liked as well. So we had to really dig in deep then because of the physicality of West Ham. They always have a chance to come back as long as you don't kill the game, and we didn't. Had massive chances after set pieces. I have no clue how we didn't take them. From my perspective, I didn't understand it, but scored then a wonderful goal from a set piece. Yeah, they scored a goal which was offside. I didn't see it back. I heard now about the handball. Yeah, we were on the other side of that. I thought he just fell on the ball, but I can understand that Moisey sees that probably completely different. But in the end, if you look at the game, I think we are the deserved winner, and that's for me very important. If you get a point, I'm still happy with the game, not with the result. Now I'm happy with both.
Towards the back.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask about Curtis Jones. He started Premier League in for like 5 months and then for 5 in a row. He's had these kinds of runs previously, but then he's been injured or he's had some other reasons to take that team. So what is it people looking for now from him to that team, not just for the season, the same team, same season?
Yeah, Curtis had a super difficult season this year. So it started with a freakish injury. Happens to young boys, but he was on the edge of being not that young anymore to get these kind of things. So we had to deal with him super carefully. He was out for a long time, then we could start training again, but only a session here, then recovery again, a session there, so you cannot build up anything. From the moment on when he was allowed to train properly again, it looked step by step really good, and since he is fully fit and match ready, he plays now and he's doing really well, to be honest. So he set the tone again today with the first counter-pressing situation. It was super important that he's a good footballer, we all knew. That he has to improve, we knew as well, he knows. But he's in a really good moment, super helpful. This team is set up now for their defensive readiness, let me say it like that. There's a ticket into the team. That doesn't mean the other boys don't do that, but these guys now, they do it like, if you want, like animals. That's really, I like that, how we chase the ball again and these kind of things. On top of that, then we are able to play, obviously, quite good football, and Curtis is involved in that as well, absolutely.
Jurgen, that's 3 league wins in a row, first time this season.
Yeah.
2 away wins in there as well. What do you think has been the biggest factor in helping you get on this run?
Our defending, definitely. We defend completely different. And I don't mean now in general. It's the defending. In general, the readiness to defend. I saw again plenty of situations where. So the biggest chance in the first half West Ham had, when Birch sorts it on a far post, like confused whoever, I don't know who was there from, but it looked like a goal. And we don't win the ball in a 3v1 situation at the sideline. I love the situation anyway. I love it. Yes, we have to win the ball there, but I love that we were there. And we tried. It was a genius moment, or unlucky for us. They get through. But I love the situation anyway. And there we were lucky. Maybe the only real time in the game, or Birch did just particularly well. So apart from that, it's the defending. On top of that, we can play football. When you have stability in a game, means when not each piece of possession your opponent has ends up in a shot or a cross or a dangerous situation in your box, then you can build step by step confidence in during the game. And that's what I saw today. That was by far the best reaction on a setback we had this season. We were 1-0 down, and usually this season looked like that's it, pretty much. And today I couldn't see a difference, not body language-wise. Was all good. Yes, we need to score then, but as I said, I would have liked the game as well if we draw. I think if we lose, that would have been super unfair. But if we draw, I like the game, not the result so much. But now we won it, and that makes it the perfect night for us.
Jurgen, John Henry was in the stands tonight, where he was going to be out for the game, and he planned to hold talks with him while he's over.
No, I had talk last night. We spoke already. He was last night in the hotel. We had already a talk.
Did you expect him over, or was it?
I knew that he will come here.
Yeah. And just on Konate, how close was he today?
Ibu could have played. He's not injured, but he had in the last 2 or 3 weeks. He always had to rest when like 2 days, 1 day, then half a session, stuff like this. And that's now. I thought now we have to make sure that he can recover properly, that he doesn't get injured, and so that's why we left him completely at home, and that's it pretty much.
The chance
Which one is?
Sorry.
The chance you talked about for West Ham where Van Dijk cleared it, I mean that comes from them having a lot of space on the left. Is that just something that you're having to accept when
you play completely ball orientated? You cannot.
Saying that they had when you've got Alexander on playing that.
No, that was not. That had nothing to do with the role of Trent.
You're having to maybe because of he's giving you so much.
No.
In the ball.
Sorry, we had 3 players on the other side in a challenge, so we just don't win the ball. That means if you move to the ball side, that's a risk you take. You should win the ball then. We didn't. 3 we won, we don't win the ball, they get through, and then the other side is open. That's true. And it's nothing to do with Trent Alexander-Arnold.
I'm not paying on him, just saying because he's giving you so much in possession that.
No, he's giving me so much in possession, it's great, but in this situation it has nothing to do with Trent's position. We have to win the ball in that moment, but we don't. And that means, is it too complicated? When I say it has nothing to do with Trent. So we go to the ball side, we could take all the risk, they want to win the ball there, they get out, and yes, and then you have a problem on the other side, and that's what we had in that moment. It had nothing to do with Trent's position.
I'm more asking about how good he was.
He was good. Let me say it in the start, and the question was not so cool, but apart from he was really good. I'm fine, but just it was not. I don't know exactly where Trent was, but the problem in that situation is it's not even a problem. We should win the ball. If we win the ball there, we can go from there, all fine, and then it's a completely different moment. But we don't. 3 we won. We don't win the ball. That should not happen, but can happen. I was pleased with the fact that we had 3 players there, to be honest, and everybody wanted it. And then still, Premier League players can get out there.
We have a lot of people asking. I apologise. I can't get the answer. I've done that, and I'll give you the last one.
How do you see the race in the top 4 now?
Sorry.
How do you see the race for the top 4 now?
I can't see the race yet. I can't. So that's because we are not in a position for a race. We are. So the only thing we can do is winning football games. If that puts pressure on other teams, that's not in our hands because we don't play them. We play Tottenham. That's it from that area, I think, at least, or from teams above us. So if they win all their games, that's it for us. That was it. But I'm really not. I don't think about that. I want us to finish the season as good as somehow possible. I want to take something out of that season for next year. If that is European competition, great. If not, we have to accept it as well and go from there. And that's what I want now. I want us to, for at least for a few weeks, show our real face and not this nice one, the ugly one, the nice one, the ugly one, the nice one. It's really tough to do that. And so now we did it for kind of 3 games, 3.5. Second half against Arsenal was brilliant as well. So in a different way. Tonight, the first half, I liked the most for a long time. Like the way we controlled the game. We played here plenty of times. It's always tough. Result-wise, it looked better from time to time. But the goals we scored were then counter-attack, stuff like that, quick reacting, all these kind of things. Tonight we controlled the game in a way we never did before against West Ham, and I really like that.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. See you.